Hey everyone, today we're going to be going over some Bitcoin technicals starting from the monthly charts, working to the weekly, then finally the day charts. And then, it's going to start off a little bit bearish, so it'll get more and more bullish as we go on here. So let's get started. Now, here on the monthly charts, you guys are going to see that we're unfortunately in a little bit of a pennant on the monthly chart. We've consolidated for a little bit of time here for the past few months. A pennant is a continuation pattern, which means we should be going back down here. Luckily, we do have this level of support, also known as the 20-month moving average. Each time we've broken down below this moving average here, we have seen a pretty nasty crash as far as Bitcoin's concerned. So just be aware of that. We do want to have a strong finish off to the month of March and April, because if we do not, most likely we are going to be breaking down below this Fibonacci level right here at about 34,935, and ultimately starting this move back down to at least 28,800, if not to the next Fibonacci level right down here at $23,000. Around $23,000, I have quite a few limit orders placed myself in case we were to see that type of crash. I'm going to be loading up a lot, anywhere under $25,000 for Bitcoin if we do end up dropping down below these Fibonacci levels and crashing below the 20-month moving average, right? Now moving over to the daily chart. Let me get rid of these little indicators right here. We don't need to see the pattern for the moment. This one, we're going to move over from this pennant into another bearish pattern, unfortunately, which is going to be this ascending triangle. Let's put the magnet on right there. And let's do this from point A to point B and extend this line right here. There we go. So now we have an ascending triangle. We had a death cross the last, this past Sunday here, unfortunately. And every single time we've had a death cross, unfortunately, it's led to a pretty nasty crash happening in the next few weeks. Or in this case, way back here in 2018, it actually took a few months for the crash to finally occur. But moving back up here now, in order for Bitcoin to get bullish, and in order for you guys to truly get excited about crypto again, and I mean truly, where you could be thinking about all-time highs and things of that nature, we need to be able to break out above 45,855. 45,855, and to close above that level. If we are able to do that, you guys are going to see a massive surge in terms of Bitcoin's prices and therefore Ethereum and the other altcoins. The one thing you guys can be using right now as support, there's a few. The first one is this trend line right here. This is your ultimate support. But if you guys have actually ever used the Ichimoku cloud, I recommend you guys take a look at it. It's been a pretty decent level of support over the past few weeks, you see. We've come down below it, but we've managed to hold. And so far we're doing just fine. And the Ichimoku cloud will allow us to actually get above this breakout point here. Now, again, it's not likely that we break up because of all this, all these bearish tendencies, but there's still an opportunity here. And if for whatever reason during this, during April when we have this big Bitcoin conference, you may actually see a surge coming just like what we saw back over here, right? Everything was looking bearish and all of a sudden we had that conference and boom. Now, the good thing here is if you want to go back from our historical context, we know that, breaking down below the 20-month moving average is bad. We know the death cross here is really, really bad. But something that did happen last year here is, if you think about it, we did have another descending triangle, which is a continuation pattern as well, which would have suggested that we were going to come down and break down and go back down here to about $23,000 or so. But we didn't. We actually ended up breaking out, doing a reversal from here, and ended up going into a bearish head and shoulders pattern right here. Now, maybe that can happen again. We don't really have a good record of this happening when the moving averages were saying that we're going to come down, unfortunately. But there's a chance that we may actually still break out from here. All right. Now, for those of you guys that are shorts and are more hopeful that we are going to be coming down, and you guys want to take full advantage of when to buy in, so to speak, you guys are going to have two opportunities. You guys will see there's a chance for Bitcoin to break out above this Fibonacci level that's currently causing us a little bit of trouble. Let's move that right there. There we go. You can see right here, there's a Fibonacci level just causing us a little bit of concern. If we are able to pop up above that, I am sure that we're going to get to at least 44,000, maybe even all the way up here to 45,000. I don't think we're actually going to break above this high, which was about 45,426, but I think we could try to get back up towards 45,000. If that's the case, that's where you guys can start opening some short positions. Otherwise, if you guys want to have a very simple stop loss, you guys can just put one at about 2% and be happy with it. I'm going to be doing this myself in case we do have a pop-up here towards $45,000 or so. I will be opening some shorts and watching us to come back down a little bit here. if I'm looking to double down on those shorts, because most of the bulls are just going to be waiting for the breakout here, right? If you guys are waiting to, there we go, waiting to buy, you guys are, for shorts, excuse me, you guys are going to be waiting for more of an aggressive standpoint here. You guys are going to be waiting for us to break down below this trend line right here. If that does occur, you will see shorts bring us back down to the below 40,000. Unfortunately, we still have a chance to hold, but it's going to become a little bit more tricky because you're going to start to see people freak out a little bit more as altcoins start to crash back down, and as you see the moving averages unfortunately continuing to move down from here. The good thing here as well, though, we do have some support right here at the fibs at about 34,800. But that's not really going to save us, unfortunately, if we do break down from this trend line right here. This will be a massive blow to Bitcoin if we do break down, because there's just going to be a lot of trouble. I know I don't have the GANFAN levels on here. I think I can actually just pull up my GANFAN chart right now. Let me hop onto the daily chart. Sorry for the mess, of course. We have this GANFAN level right here that's been a little bit helpful. We have this one that's been a level of resistance for us the last few weeks. We really need to stay above this trend line right here, because if we break down from it, there's really not much helping us out except for this larger trend line right there, and that also is part of the GANFAN. I don't know how useful that's going to be if we really start to see shorts really hammer us down here, really hammer us down.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly.